is politics? That seems like a fairly reasonable question with which to begin our study of the American system. Reasonable, but when asked, many people seem hard-pressed to offer a coherent definition. A number of years ago, in a lecture section of this course, I went into class on the first class meeting and asked students to take out a pen and piece of paper and write out a 1 or 2 sentence definition or description of politics. After 2 or 3 minutes, I began collecting the responses. As I was collecting the slips of paper, one student, to my amazement, let it be known in no uncertain terms that she did not like politics or politicians, and that there was nothing I could say during the course of the semester that would change her mind. "Okay," I said, as I continued to collect the slips of paper. "It's not my purpose to make you like politics," I reassured her. But nonetheless, I felt compelled to pursue the matter. "Why don't you like politics?" I asked her. "Everyone knows that politics is corruption," she responded quite matter-of-factly. That comment didn't surprise me too much. After 17 or how many ever years I had been teaching college-level American government courses at that point in my career, I had become fully aware that many students, like many Americans in general, hold fairly negative and skeptical views about politics and politicians. A few of her classmates nervously laughed, and I smiled, but then paused and responded, "That's a fairly naive pronouncement." She looked astonished. How could I say such a thing? Didn't I teach this stuff? Wasn't I supposed to know something that basic? "Well," I said, "it's naive to define politics as corruption because if we say that politics is corruption, we are saying that they are one and the same, that they are the same thing. And that statement belies the fact that there is corruption in every human institution and endeavor. Now, I'm no fool. I don't dispute that there is corruption in politics, but there is also corruption in religion and in education and in marriages and in business and in athletics and in anything else that human beings lay their hands on. That's not to say that any of these institutions or endeavors are thoroughly corrupt, but clearly corruption does exist in these institutions, or they are at least potentially corruptible. We need a less pejorative and more value-neutral understanding of politics if we are going to make any real sense out of what happens in the American system. At this point, I invite you, as I did the student in my story, to unencumber yourself from any predispositions that you might have about American politics. To help us do this, let's turn to 2 eminent scholars of the study of human political behavior, Harold Laswell and David Easton.